Hello and welcome to this monthly review. July is over and as always I have something to share with you, so again let's start. Okay, as always I will give you a general update, I will give you a business update, what happened last month with my business, and I will talk about my business goals for this month and about a little bit about my fitness goals, but not too much today. Okay, so the first thing that happened is, as you know, I'm studying Mandarin Chinese at the moment, and at the beginning of the month I decided to also study and to also learn Spanish. So now I'm learning two languages. It's definitely harder than only learning one language at a time, but I did some research and I mean, of course it is possible, you could do that. It is just in general like a bit harder and it takes longer to learn two languages at the same time. Yes, and then I told myself, okay, I really want to learn Spanish as well. I think it's cool. It's a cool language, and it might be harder, but is it impossible? And is there someone who has done it before? And the answer is yes. So I told myself, okay, if somebody has done it before, then I can do it as well. And in general, I also had Latin in school. Although I don't remember like much from Latin, I can still see like some parallels between these languages, and Spanish is also like somewhat similar to German and also somewhat similar to English, and both of these languages are, I mean, pretty okay. I'm on a pretty decent level, I would say, especially German because I'm German, and yeah, so it's way easier than Mandarin. Although you have to admit that, in my opinion at least, Mandarin is harder from the vocabulary side. The vocabulary are more difficult because the languages are just very unsimilar, very, very different. And however, the grammar is way easier than Spanish or German or also English. The grammar is super easy in Mandarin. So I did some research, and like people who learned several languages at the same time told me on YouTube videos that it takes longer to learn two languages simultaneously than first learn one language and then learn the other language. However, I still decided to do it like this, like to learn them simultaneously. So why did I decide to learn both languages simultaneously? And the reason was, first of all, because I think, okay, it's cool and I'm usually pretty impatient with things. And the second reason is because there's something called in marketing, the interest decrescendo. I don't know the real English term. Maybe this is like wrong, but basically this says that like the level of interest, if it is high, it will drop to zero or to almost no interest anymore after about 72 hours. That's why you also see like all these promotions which says, okay, only for 72 hours or less than that, or like only 24 hours, because after 72 hours usually the level of interest is down to zero again. And I knew that, and at that moment I was like very hyped about Spanish, and I knew that like starting Spanish this is probably the best time right now to do it immediately. Yeah, this is also like a little thing that I do in general, like every time that I'm interested about something or interested in something and I want to really start it, I usually like look immediately for courses or for like classes where I can attend these stuffs, because I know like after 72 hours it's very unlikely, or it's way more unlikely, that I won't do it. You may ask, okay, how am I doing this simultaneously? It's not like that I'm like added more time into my language learning time, but I just study less Mandarin right now. So how I do it right now is because I usually start my day with some language learning for like 1.5 hours. And right now I'm doing it like that I'm still starting my day with language learning, but 1 week I have Chinese or Mandarin, and the other week I will have Spanish, and then I will like have Spanish class and then practice some Spanish vocabulary. And I'm also doing like a thing, I have the vocabulary box where I'm like writing both vocabulary from both languages, Spanish and Mandarin, on the cards, so I can learn both vocabularies at the same time. Although I haven't like learned that much with that box yet, because I haven't found the time to write that many vocabulary on there. But yes, over time I will do that. Okay, so the next thing that happened is I lost 1.5 weeks where I could work on my business last month in July, and I will also lose 1 week this month because we have a construction site on our house because we're doing something there, and yeah, I had to help there and I had to work there, and I couldn't, like, if you work like 8 to 12 hours on the construction, you don't have time to work on your business anymore. And I didn't work like 8 to 12 hours every day, but there were several days where I worked a lot. And of course I had some learnings from doing that. My learning is that there are many people, and also I did this as well, who say, okay, I work really hard, or I work really hard. And I realized for myself that this is BS, that this is bullshit. Because sitting in front of a computer where it's like somewhat cool inside of the room, and you can drink something and you can take a break if you want. Even if you work long hours, this is not hard work. This might be working long hours, but hard work is something different. Working outside in construction when the sun is burning, and when there's like over 30 degrees out there, and you have to work for 8 to 12 hours. This is hard work. Yes, I think this was it was a good experience for me. It was valuable because now I know even more why I'm working long hours or working on my business, because I don't want to work that hard for the rest of my life. And I would also go as far and say that working in construction, or working like in a very hard job, is a valuable experience for almost everybody, or I would say for everybody, because you have some learning lessons in there. First of all, I would say that you would value your money more and not waste it on meaningless stuff, because you really work hard for your money, and you see, okay, if I spend 200 euros on, I don't know, clothes, I have to work the next 12 hours in the sun, like do really hard work to earn this money back. At least I value money way more through this experience. And I mean, there might be people who say, okay, I really worked hard for my money, so I deserve these clothes. Might be, but I think that you would value your money more if you have to work hard for it. You would make wiser decisions with your money and like invest it for long-term long-term benefit, that the money will benefit you and work for you. And I think you also respect the people more who work in construction and work these hard jobs. You will respect the people more who build all these buildings and all the streets out there that we are now living in and we are now enjoying. We are enjoying their work. If we think about it, our lives are really, really comfortable because of these people. And I think they're not like appreciated enough for what they are doing. And third of all, I think you will also value the chance you have right now with the internet and everything to like work on your own business and make money easier than these people, and that you have the chance to understand the markets, that you have to understand marketing and know and learn how to make money. Okay, so what is the business update? First of all, my goals for last month were to make a decision for a supplier, to then place the order, and to finish the keyword research and to do some other little stuff that had to be done. So yes, I tested the sample and I'm really satisfied with the sample from the supplier, and the communication with this one supplier is also very great. So although the price is higher than the other suppliers, I can still be competitive with it, and the offer that I can bring on the market is way better. So yeah, I basically made a decision for that supplier, and I'm still there's still some back and forth with him. Keyword research took me also some more hours, but this is also done right now. And you may ask whether I already placed the order. To that, the answer is unfortunately not. However, this again has some reasons, and here is also some learning lesson that I want to share with you that I had. Okay, why didn't I order already after all these weeks? The problem is with the product, the exact product that I want, because I think it's the best offer. It has the best quality. Like every other product that I looked at had like enough certificates to import it to Germany and to Europe. But only this product is the only one with no certifications, and I really do need the certifications to import it to Germany. So I have to wait until these products are certified, and this will like cost another 3 weeks. And the problem with that is that the certifications will cost about 5,600 euros that I have to pay on top, and I didn't calculate it with this. So at first this was like a punch in the face, and this made me hesitate a bit. And the good thing about this extra cost is that this will just be a cost that I have to pay once, because then the products are certified. So this means that this won't affect my margin. So my margin stays the same, and the margin was good, so I can I basically could do that. And then if you think about it, it is just a price I have to pay to bring this product onto the market. It's a big investment, and it will cost me most of my money right now. But I also realized that yes, okay, this sucks. I have to pay much more money than I wanted and than I planned to. But I also realized that I will lose the most money if I will not bring this product onto the market, and if I hesitate more. Because every day I'm not selling this product, and I haven't launched it yet, is a day where I lose money. So what are my business goals for this month, August? So first of all, of course, certify my products so I can bring it onto the market. And this is not that easy, because I have some offers or some quotations from some testing laboratories, but I'm still waiting for some more quotations, because I hope that I will get a little bit cheaper than 5,600. But if I won't, it's not a problem, I will still do it. And the thing is that my suppliers right now are currently changing something about the product, so it wouldn't make sense to certify my product, or this product now, because then it wouldn't be certified anymore when the changes are done that the supplier is currently making. So I still have to wait for my supplier, then I have to wait for some more quotations, and then I will have to certify my product. After that is done and my product is certified and they passed all the tests, of course then I will order the products, and yes, after this will take me about 14 to 21 days. So I will calculate with 21 days for the production and 14 days for the delivery. So I will have more than a month that I will have to wait for my products after I ordered. Yes, in the meanwhile, while not only waiting for my products, but also the days before, because right now I'm still in a phase where I have to wait a bit. This is the time where I will do all like the other stuff that will happen, like creating the listing. I'm currently writing the sales copy for the listing, focusing on the ads, or learning a bit about the ads, looking for someone who does some product pictures, etc. All this stuff, so it's ready for the launch. So we are near to the to the launch. I'm making everything ready for the launch right now, and yes, this is the business goal for August. If I will accomplish this in the next month, I will be happy. And yeah, my plan is to be ready with everything, to be launch ready as soon as I place the order. And I hope I can place the order in 2 weeks. I hope. Or 2 to 3 weeks. And I know I said it like I think 3 times or 2 times in the last 2 monthly reviews, but if everything is ready, then I will of course start with my second product and invest the rest of my money, yes, into the products, into more products, and to bring another product on the market. Okay, let's talk a bit about the fitness update. I don't want to talk about my calories or something, about my muscles, but what I want to share is that I started to change my routine a bit, because I used to go to the gym like at 6:30 p.m. and now I change it that I will go to the gym in the morning, like have my morning routine, then I will have learned some languages, language learning, and then I will go to the gym immediately, and yes, and then start to work. This is a little bit against my rule of productivity, that you will start with like your biggest frog, as Brian Tracy says, and that you start with the biggest frog. It is a little bit against it, but in my opinion, if you don't change something from time to time, there's nothing you can optimize, because you can only optimize if you change like routines or practices from time to time. Yes, and today was the first day where I did it. I will at least do it for 1 week, probably for this month straight, and then I will see whether I will continue this or not. Right now, I have to admit, today I started working a little bit late because of it, because I have all this stuff in the morning, and then I have to eat after the workout. Yes, but we will see. Okay, and I want to share here at the end the one learning that I had. Okay, and what is the learning, like the main learning that I had? Because I had one this month, and I also want to share this. I told you that I really planned to order the products right now, and this wasn't possible. Yes, and the learning was that you can like really be sure, like if you have a deadline or you have a plan, there will be something that happens that will delay this deadline. It is almost not possible to be on time with your deadlines, because there's also always like things happening that are out of your control, and that you can't change. And then it is important to think like an entrepreneur, to not focus on a problem, but to reevaluate the situation again and think, okay, what are the best next steps that I have to do now, and then like really make a decision quickly, so you can like continue working and continue with your plan, to not lose so much time. This was my learning, and yeah, some people might disagree, but I hope this learning is helpful for you, and I hope you like this video. And yes, as always, thanks for watching, and let's stop talking and let's build our dream lives. Okay, yes, this was what happened. Yes, okay, this is what happened.